Hello everybody, today we're going to go through my updated skincare routine. I mention this every year, but going from summer to colder months, autumn, winter, your skin, well my skin in particular, goes a little bit crazy. It kind of freaks out and doesn't really know what's going on. So it's a really good time to experiment with a few new products. So today I'm going to tell you all the products I'm using and why I'm using them in particular with the colder season coming up. But as I always mention, I have oily skin, so this is for my oily skin. And not every step I'm going to show you I do every single day, but this is all the products I'm using all together. Next week I'm actually going to be showing you a whole week worth of my skincare, like what I do each day, morning and night. But before we get going, turn on the notifications bell, guys. A lot of you haven't been tuning in recently, then asking me why I haven't been posting. So first of all, the cleanser. I always cleanse in the shower, but I'm using KRAVE's Matcha Hemp Hydrating Cleanser. I've showed this to you guys before. I love this one. My skin gets very, very dry in winter. So it's important for me to steer away from those kind of like deep cleansing cleansers that I'd use in the summer, you know, ones that usually have clay in and foam up a lot, and go for cleansers that kind of help my skin retain its moisture. So that's where the KRAVE cleanser is perfect. So it's a cleanser full of antioxidants and is super kind to your skin's natural moisture barrier, well, your skin's barrier in general. It gives a really, really good cleanse without feeling like it's over drying your skin. Leaves all the good stuff on your skin but takes away all the crap. And because of that, you don't get that tight feeling that you usually get on your face when you use like a really deep foaming cleanser. So yeah, a really, really good one. I would actually recommend this for all skin types. I think the consistency and the way it cleanses is perfect for most skin types. Next up is exfoliating. Exfoliating is important all year round, but I feel like it's especially important in the winter. Even as someone with oily skin, in the winter your skin can get very dry and very flaky, but we also want to be kind to our skin. We don't want to start like hacking at it and like peeling away dead skin and all that kind of stuff. So that's why I opt for a chemical exfoliator. If you guys want to know a little bit more about exfoliators, you can watch my video all about AHAs, BHAs, chemical, physical exfoliators. It's all explained. But again, I'm using KRAVE. This is their I can never say this. It's basically a 5.2% glycolic acid treatment, but what I love about this in particular, because it's an AHA, your skin actually feels nourished and moisturized after. It's hydrating, first of all, because it has aloe in it, hyaluronic acid and vitamin B5. So it makes my skin look instantly brighter, it feels fresher, and it does feel a lot plumper as well. So I use this every other night. With chemical exfoliators, it's really down to how your skin can handle it. For me, I could use it every day, but I opt to use it every other night, and that's without any irritation. But yes, so every other night. So when I don't use a chemical exfoliator, I'll be using a toner. My toners do really change from day to day and season to season, because again, I feel like with a lot of toners nowadays, they're not just a plain astringent filled with alcohol. Nowadays, toners can offer a lot more for your skin, so you can do everything from reducing redness, evening out skin tone, reducing pore size, and that's where this toner comes in. This is the COSRX Poreless Power Liquid. It's extremely refreshing, but moisturizing at the same time, and it does help to unclog pores as well. Now, this does contain a BHA of 0.1%, so it is safe to use alongside other BHAs, AHAs, and active ingredients. But this one also contains tannin, which is, I'm not sure if I've used it in skincare before, but basically what tannin is an ingredient that comes from like the bark of trees, and is it like the skin of fruits? Basically, they're an antioxidant and they kind of work as an astringent as well, astringent on the skin. So they help to remove all the excess oil and junk from your pores, as well as help to tighten your pores, well, reduce the appearance, the size of your pores, but without drying them out as well. So that's why I feel like this toner is very thick. It's quite a thick toner and has a lot of like moisturizing properties. So you use this like any other toner, cotton pad, wipe across your face. If I have time though, I use these cotton puffs. What are they? What are they called? And these are the Jinmi Hydra Puffs. Basically what these are, just ultra absorbent sheets of cotton that you can put your toner on and kind of leave it on your skin like a mask. And I love it in conjunction with the COSRX toner, because you can feel it like refreshing your skin, you can feel that tingling in your skin, and your skin looks super one tone and poreless after in conjunction with this toner. So they're really, really good. Next up is the Essence stage. This is a stage I do every day. I keep talking about staying hydrated. As someone with oily skin, I don't want to be relying on heavy moisturizers for hydrated skin. So it's important for me to get that hydration through other steps in the skincare routine. And that's why for me an Essence is like my must-do step throughout all the seasons. So I'm using this Essence by MISSHA. I forgot what it's called, Time Revolution or something. Basically, it's a very typical classic traditional Korean essence, and most of these contain fermented ingredients, which is why they tend to be a little bit pricier. Is a very popular ingredient, and it works incredibly well as well. This one in particular contains fermented yeast extract, and research has actually shown that fermented yeast extract repairs the skin, it protects and hydrates the skin, and actually helps your next lot of products to absorb properly into the skin, so you're benefiting from all your products. It also contains niacinamide, which you have to be careful not to use with, I think, vitamin C, but it is a really good ingredient. It improves the elasticity of your skin, so it helps with anti-aging, enhances the skin barrier function, and it improves the tone and overall texture and complexion of your skin. So an Essence really for me is a must-do step, and this one spritzes on. It's super easy to use, doesn't add really any time to your routine. The next step is now a must for me, and that's the serum. Serums are a chance for you to use highly concentrated ingredients to target a very specific skin concern. That's how I see serums. So they're like packed full of concentrated ingredients. So for me, during winter, it's all about hydration, as I keep saying. And that's because my skin can get dry. Then once it's dry, it can get extremely irritated, leading to like stressed skin, irritated looking skin, even spots, and in particular redness as well. So I've been using the COSRX Centella Blemish Ampule. I saw this one all over YouTube and I had to try it, and it is amazing. Definitely lives up to the hype. So it contains water from the Centella asiatica plant, which I think a lot of people know about nowadays because it's kind of like a trend in Korean skincare at the moment. It has been around for a while, but a lot of brands seem to be using it all suddenly. And basically this plant looks like a really fat clover. So Centella actually has quite an impressive CV, an impressive resume of what it claims to do. So it's got skin healing properties, it can help fight acne scarring. It's deeply moisturizing, anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, and I can go on and on and on, but it's basically just a good all-rounder. But yeah, so this is good when my skin gets a little bit dry, it can get irritated, leading to a few breakouts, which I have, which this light's doing me a few favors today, but it's great for reducing the irritation of that, so I'm not scratching my skin, it's not itchy, it's not irritable. So yeah, I've been using this day in, day out, just to kind of help prevent that from happening, but also help with any kind of breakouts, irritation I have. Little tip about applying a serum. Obviously most serums come with the little pipette, the little dropper, and you see all these like gurus, beauty gurus on Instagram like dripping on their face, and it's like all pouring down their face. If you apply it in a horizontal motion, you're not going to get that drip from the serum. So you could do that on your forehead, 2 cheeks, and across your nose, and on the chin if you don't have a beard, and then just gently rub that in. Or you can just put it on your fingers and then rub it in from there. But don't go dripping it down your face and wasting it. They're expensive. Next up we have an eye cream, and for me I'm always just a bit like, ugh, with eye cream, I don't know if I really want to use it, I don't know if I need to use it, and I've still not found an eye cream that I really feel is worth using because I benefit from it long term. So it's a step that I sometimes don't even bother with. But I showed this to you guys before. I'm actually using the MOLY, what's it called? Green Tea Watery Eye Cream. And I like this because it gives you an instantly refreshed look. It's very like dewy and reflective, so if you do have dark circles under your eyes, the light just kind of bounces off it, so your dark circles don't look as heavy and deep. But I don't know, I just use it because it's there, I guess. Then we come into the moisturiser. As I mentioned before, I don't like relying purely on my moisturizers in winter to keep me hydrated, to keep my skin moisturized either. So I do like to use just a light moisturizer during the day, because I've used all these moisturizing steps, and as someone with oily skin, I don't want to then go crazy on a moisturizer. I'll still get oily throughout the winter. So I go for a light gel moisturizer, as it really does help to lock in the moisture. It sinks in super quick. And of course I'm using Nature Republic Aloe Vera gel. It's just amazing. I have so many videos on it, so many videos on aloe vera, so if you do want to know more about it, go check that out. But for me, it's just a really quick, simple one to add into your routine. Sometimes I use this as a serum. What I like to do with this though is I like to kind of put it on my skin without rubbing it in, leave it a minute, maybe have a little quick tidy up of the bathroom, and then rub it in. It's just super cooling on my skin. My skin feels nice and moisturized after, especially in irritated areas like my forehead, corners of my nose and my cheeks that seem to get most affected all year round. So yeah, then I just rub that in nice and nice. If this was nighttime though, this is where I do like to pack on the moisture. But I do use different things in the evening depending on what my skin is craving, if it actually needs anything. But two of my favorites, nearly every night I use the COSRX. This is their Rice Overnight Mask. I think it's called, what's it called? Yeah. It's just generally good at keeping you nice and hydrated and nourished and improving your skin tone and texture, especially when it comes to redness. And my new favorite is a KLAIRS Midnight Recovery Cream. This is very, very good for soothing irritated and spotty skin. So as I mentioned, because my skin can get dry, it can get irritated. So I like to apply this in areas that look a little bit red, a little bit upset, leave it for a few minutes and then rub that in. And it really, really does help soothe irritation pretty instantly. But again, KLAIRS video coming this week. And of course, we all know by now that we need to use SPF no matter what the time of year is. So whether it's blistering summer or if it's like the cloudiest days in winter, you need to use SPF. But yeah, I put that on everywhere. I use a different SPF for my neck, so I actually use one on my neck that I'd use for my body. But yeah, what I love about this particular SPF, the COSRX Aloe Vera, it's like an SPF with moisturizing factors. So it's really soothing on the skin. It feels like a good moisturizer without leaving my skin like massively oily. It gives me a bit of a shine, as you can see here, but I quite like that. In summer I like to look you know, kind of still healthy. But yes, I like that. However, in winter, if you've got a moisturizer with built-in SPF on cloudy days, it should suffice, but I'd always recommend just using SPF. Get a good one, they're nice. So yes, that is my current winter routine. Kind of like all my favorite products I'm using and why I'm using them. As I mentioned though, this time next week, I will have a video about my whole week of skincare, what I do every day in the morning and in the evening, if I do anything, just kind of give you guys a bit of an idea of, you know, what days I'd mask, what days I'd, you know, do peels, all that kind of stuff. Because I know a lot of you guys think I do everything every day, twice a day, I don't. But yes, I hope you enjoyed that, guys. Let me know your winter routine. I want to know what products you heavily rely on during the winter. Oh, I forgot to mention lip balm, but yeah, lip balm is a must in winter. Don't lick your lips. But that is it from me now, guys. I will see you next time.